Hey guys, welcome back to the Randomness101 podcast. I'm your host, Spentaurthecentaur, here with...
Arceaion, your co-host.
last time I actually left it open for you to say your name, and I don't even remember... I'm pretty sure you had a big pause before you even said your name.
There was a big pause, but it was because your cat was there,
Oh
and I
yeah,
was
yeah, Mars was in front of the mic. I
and I
remember
was
that.
just like transfixed watching that.
Yeah. So hey, how's it going? Um,
It's going good.
it's going good. By the way, guys, the channel, both the Ramus 101 and Spencer the Centaur channels, kind of slowing down right now just because this is around Christmas time and New Year's and holidays and
Uh,
stuff are getting in the way of this.
yeah, unfortunately, YouTube right now is still a sort of a side hobby for us. So
Yes, we definitely do not do this for a living yet. If you can't tell by the number of views below.
yeah, we,
Yeah.
we got nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for now we're kind of in that intermediate zone where we're still trying to get everything set up and learning and all that. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna slow down because Christmas is for family and all that. So
Yeah. And there's also another video that I've been working on for a while, and I don't even know when it's going to be out because I've been so busy with other stuff. But it was supposed to come out whenever Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl came out. I didn't get to make that deadline, so it's
you haven't
whatever.
made any of your deadlines.
I haven't. But well, lately we missed a whole Minecraft episode that was supposed to come out technically today, but not on the not like the
Yeah,
day that this episode was uploaded. But
the
yeah,
day we're recording, which is Thursday. But
yeah.
yeah, or not Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. No,
No, this is
Friday.
Friday. Yeah, this is technically Saturday, but yesterday it should have the Minecraft episode should have released,
Yeah,
but
we normally release this stuff.
I could
We
not
normally
have time to edit it because holidays.
busy.
Yeah. So, speaking of Minecraft, Arceaion over here thinks I'm Technoblade.
So when he gets a lot of caffeine in him, he talks really, really like monotone, but at the same time it's like that monotone enthusiastic voice that Technoblade has.
Yeah.
And he also talks like super fast like Technoblade, and it's just hilarious.
Yeah, I can't wait to be able to share that energy with videos and stuff. The problem is I don't know what causes it. I don't know what
Just
causes it. All of a
random.
sudden, I guess it's just like NOS or energy drinks that I drink and stuff.
It's
Um,
it's random like our channel.
yes, it is random like our channel. 1 minute, 1 minute I'm Technoblade. The next minute, who knows? I could be like
Spentaur the
insert
Centaur.
famous YouTuber name here.
Mm.
So
Spentaur
yeah,
the Centaur.
yep. So
You're famous to
anyways,
me.
I just thought of this the other day. But what do you think about human-sized squirrels?
I,
Like imagine squirrels in business suits just carrying on their daily lives, eating nuts, just going to work, taking it riding the bus with us.
I'm quite horrified of the image. I'm
You're horrified of the
genuine.
image. Squirrels are adorable. Have you ever seen them?
Yes, but have you ever seen them big though? They
Never
get pretty.
big.
They get pretty creepy when they get big.
Well, I don't know. Like I was watching I can't remember who made the video. But there was like a bunch of squirrels in his backyard, and he made a huge obstacle course for him, and he made like two videos on this. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think it was Mark Rober. And it
Mm.
was just this huge obstacle course for squirrels, and it was so fun. It looked so funny. So I love that video.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So, any special Christmas plans at all for you?
Nothing too big right now,
No.
but oh, I do have a few stories though, because a few days ago, some of my old buddies came down or up from Texas to come see me.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, for Christmas. I didn't mention that, did I?
You never mentioned that to me, no.
Okay, so yeah, it was after, or not for Christmas, it was for my birthday. But they did say hi about Christmas and all that too. But
Yeah, so Arceion's
yeah, they
birthday
came.
is on Christmas.
It's not
He's
on
actually
Christmas.
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
I'm joking. I'm joking. If anyone's the god around here, it's me.
Debatable, since my character literally became a god on
Yeah.
multiple fronts.
Yeah, well, I'm a centaur, so there's that.
And I also married Karma, so I mean,
Yeah. Anyways, you were telling me about these stories.
oh yeah, I won't share them all because we did like there's three things that are story worthy. One of them is me and my friends, we went out drinking, and since I'm legal age now, I actually went drinking with them.
Well, you were
And
legal age before your birthday. You turned 22. We're gonna point
but
that out.
I haven't hung out with the guys since I turned 20 or
Yeah.
since I turned 18 because incidents happened in 2018 that prevented me from hanging out with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, that
Long
thing.
long story short, I haven't hung out with them for a while, but
Yeah.
yeah, I hung out with them. It was a blast
Well, that's fun
in more ways than one.
in more ways than one. Where'd you go?
Uh, remember when I mentioned one of my friends? No, he goes to the army surplus store and buys dynamite.
Yeah. He bought dynamite?
He brought dynamite up here, and we were chucking dynamite off the bridge.
Oh, that's great. Just a random bridge?
It's just a random bridge. We were checking it, and we were just like watching it explode, like at the water. And then I grabbed I thought it was a normal grenade, but it was a shrapnel grenade, and I chucked it in the water, and it made a giant explosion and shrapnel, and I think I killed like 5 fish, and I was like, we all booked
Okay,
it
so
after
the
that.
dynamite didn't kill the fish. It was the shrapnel grenade.
It was the shrapnel grenade, yes.
Oh man. Um.
Uh,
Well, that sounds
yeah,
fun.
because dynamite can't go underwater. It'll
Oh yeah,
it'll
it'll go off, or
it'll go out.
yeah,
It
it'll go
won't.
out.
It'll
Did you ever
diffuse.
do? Did you ever throw like firecrackers in water as a kid on like 4th of July at all?
No, but I had a friend that he tied like 30 firecrackers together and held it in his hand, and it blew his hand off.
Jeez, that's really dumb. Uh,
He, he was an idiot. He was supposed to throw it, but he tried to cook it, which is where you hold it and wait for it to explode.
yeah.
And he cooked it too long.
Advice
So
for advice for the viewers out there: don't do that.
no, don't do it. Don't.
Yeah, please
One of
don't.
the friend that I have that gets the explosives and all that, he's actually part of the United States military. He's part of
He's
the
trained for that.
yeah. He spent his whole life learning how to do explosives and stuff, so he could go into the military. To I don't remember what they do, but they're the ones in charge of demolishing buildings and really pretty much anything that needs blowing up.
Yeah,
But yeah, he's trained to do that. He's certified. He showed us how to take extra special care not to hurt ourselves.
yeah.
So,
Which is good. It's glad that it's a good thing that you guys had like a professional there.
well, he wasn't a professional back in the day.
Yeah.
He's been doing it since he enlisted since he was 18, and he worked his way up, and he's been in it for like I think 2 or 3 years now,
Oh, there you go.
and he just recently finally got into it. Like I think it was 2019
Hmm.
because
So about 2 years
like
ago or 3 years ago now.
yeah, yeah, he was 2 years. He's 2 years older than me, so
Yeah.
he enlisted quite a while back. So it's been about maybe 3 or 4 years since he's been in the military in total.
Hmm.
So it took him about 3 or 4 years to get up there, and then he's been doing it for about, I guess, I maybe 2 years now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I have
got
a
a few
few.
stories.
I have a
I
few
got a few
military
stories
friends.
about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool guys.
Yeah.
I got a few stories about him, but do you want to hear him, or do you want me to move on?
I mean, honestly, if you got stories, you can go ahead and tell them. It's a podcast. That's what it's meant for.
I got one. Well, I just got one story, and I've told you this one, and it's why he can't request explosives anymore.
Oh, really?
So Yeah.
I don't remember this one entirely, but
Okay, so my friend, they were sent out to go blow up an ammo dump, and this is in
oh, you did tell me
Afghanistan
this.
or wherever they are at the moment. But he was sent to go blow up an enemy ammo stockpile or whatever they're called. And so he requested a lot of explosives to do the job because, I mean, he didn't know how much we didn't know how much there was. He didn't know.
Yeah.
But when he went to do it, it set off like he put so much explosives that when he blew it up, not only did it blow up his stuff, but it also blew up the stockpile, creating like I think a mile deep crater,
Jeez.
and the shockwave could be felt like 6 or 7 miles away. And his I think they're called NCOs. They're the ones above,
Yeah.
right? The
It,
NCO tore into him and was like, "You're never, ever ordering explosives ever again." And the way
yeah.
he
I don't
just
blame him for doing that.
the
Not the
way my
explosive
friend
thing, but the whole like you can't use explosions anymore. I get that part.
no, he can still like, explode stuff. He just can't request the explosives.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has someone else has to do it for him so that he doesn't go overboard. But his excuse for why he did it, and he honestly told me that his the real reason he did it was just an accident. He accidentally just ordered too much and he just decided to use it.
Yeah.
But he his official report says he just wanted to make sure the job got done right the first time.
Yeah.
So
So,
yeah.
anyways, you were giving me, and you do this a lot to me. You give me a lot of what if scenarios, or
Oh yeah.
if you were this situation, what would you do in that situation and stuff. You mentioned to me once if you could shoot lasers out of your eyes or out of your ass, which one would it be? And I kept asking you about like details and stuff. And basically, you were making the eyes thing sound like Cyclops from the X-Men, where if you blink, if you
Uh,
close your eyes, it won't burn through them. But then every time your eyes are open, then it just constant stream. And that reminded me of something actually, because whenever I was a kid, and this was like super young, even nowadays, if I'm in a long car ride, I'll think about it. I used to like point. I used to look at like you know the power lines that are on the side of the road that are held up by the wooden poles and stuff, and they got like power lines just run down the road.
yeah.
I used to imagine having like laser eyes, like just pointing and like following, like basically laser eyes cutting through the lines themselves, and then I'd close my eyes for like a split second just to avoid the pole. So I would cut everything except for the pole.
Huh.
Did you ever do anything like that as a kid on long road
I
trips?
always imagine someone running on the pole on the running on them.
See, I've had that too, but I always thought the laser one first. I don't know why.
And also, okay, so I'll explain the scenario because you mentioned the scenario, so I'll explain it. The scenario was if you can fire a laser out your ass when you fart, or whenever your eyes get irritated from anything, like instead of crying, it shoots lasers out the pupil, like the black part of your eye.
Yeah.
And you kept trying to figure out like ways to break the system, and eventually we're like, dude, this is Cyclops. And it I was just like, yeah, I'm done because I don't I don't
you
particularly like superhero stuff.
Yeah, you related you accidentally without even realizing related it to an X-Men. So
So
lately I've been watching a lot of Daredevil and Iron Fist and stuff, and I've been telling you a little bit about it,
yeah, you have.
but yeah.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say it again. Daredevil is just Phoenix Wright blind.
I'm glad you
And
actually
I
said that on the podcast because that's what I was hoping
and
you'd say.
and Iron Fist is just One Punch Man, just at a weaker. It's just weak One Punch Man. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um So another thing I wanted to mention, this new car I got, Mitsubishi Lancer 2004 Rally Art and stuff. I'll probably put a picture up. I don't know. Last time
You
I
put a
I got
picture up
lazy
last
editing.
time.
Did
You
I?
put a picture up last time. You
Oh,
did.
okay. That's good. Then there's a picture on the other podcast. Go watch that one. Or I might put it on this one. I don't know yet. Um, but
Dude, you're
it,
so proud of your car. I guarantee you'll put it on this one also.
maybe. But it's a 2004, and the car that I drive now is a 2007, and it has an analog clock on it. But the Lancer doesn't. It's a digital clock. But there's literally only an analog clock on the red car that I'm driving now. And
Uh,
it's so dumb because they call those quote unquote luxury cars, and I find it's like so dumb for it to be a luxury car whenever it's a clock that literally it feels like half the population doesn't know how to read analog clocks these days, you know?
well, then, I guess you're going to have a hard time with a pocket watch because you can only. I mean, there might be some digital pocket watches, but most pocket watches are analog.
Well, usually I just like I know how to read an analog clock, but also
Oh,
the
good.
backlight for my analog clock on my car is burnt out, so I can't even see it. I can't even see it at night.
Oh, but yeah, the reason why it's considered a luxury vehicle with those kind of clocks is because pretty much only rich people have those kind of clocks.
Yeah. The other day, I was coming over to my parents' house, and I had my friend with me, and so my dad was, and this was a while back. This was probably about a year ago or something. But my dad was power washing the side of the house, and it wasn't winter. It wasn't winter. It was just summer or something. I think it was last summer this happened. He was power washing the side of the house, and me and my friend were like, "Hey, let's go up and scare him." So my friend walks over like to the side. I start walking up directly behind him, and all of a sudden I see a spider on his back. It's like a massive spider, like probably two thumbs together. No, like four thumbs together, probably like that big. It's a
Wait,
pretty
was
big
it like,
spider.
are we talking tarantula size
No,
here?
no, 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 no. It was smaller than a tarantula, but it was still pretty big.
Okay.
There's a lot of
Was it
them
a
that.
was it a long leg?
No, it was kind of like I don't know. It wasn't a daddy long legs. If that's what you're asking.
Honestly, actually, well, okay. After we finish this, I want to talk about something, but keep with your story.
Anyways, so there was a spider on his back. We were coming up to scare him because he couldn't hear us over the power washer and everything. Um, I didn't mean to scare him so much by screaming at him, but I saw the spider and I freaked out for a second. I said, "Dad, there's a spider on your back!" And he turns around. He straight up jumps in the air because I'm right behind him. So, like, pats his back, trying to knock it off of his back. Knocks it off his back. Turns, sees my friend. My friend instantly turns and runs. He sprays my friend in the ass with the power washer. Now, it wasn't like that strong of a power washer. I want to point out, so it didn't hurt him. But it was just the funniest moment.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
And my friend didn't even have a change of clothes there. Like, I'm pretty sure he just wore wet pants all day. Either that or my
Wow.
mom gave him some of my dad's shorts or something. But oh, it was so funny. But also, like, it was a spider on his back. How else was I supposed to tell him?
Yeah.
Like, we wanted to scare him, but he jumped like 5 feet in the air. It's crazy.
So, I mean, okay. So, I guess two things now. We're talking about power washers and all that, which reminds me that this podcast is sponsored by water,
The
H2O,
chemical H2O. We are sponsored by it. I will put a picture of it on the screen, or not,
and
because it's just the chemical.
actually talking about water and all that. We'll get to my second thing in a bit, but I think this is an important thing to talk about. Is Mr. Biss or Mr. Biss,
Mr.
Mr. Beast,
Bist.
Mr. Beast,
Oh,
Team Ocean
oh, the
or
Team C's.
whatever.
Team C's. Hashtag Team
Yeah, Team
C's.
C. I
Yeah,
am. If I had the money, I would heavily support that, and I'd go
same,
all for it
same. It's
because
a good cause.
it is a good cause, and I especially because the oceans are honestly, like they're they're falling
They're
apart.
they're they're in a sense trashed. That's like
A
using like this term slang. Dude, I had a roommate
which
in
brings
college. That brings up a
actually
story
that
actually.
yeah. Well,
It
put
brings up a
it.
story for you too.
No, I was gonna say. Speaking of that joke, are there any jokes, the Yo Mama jokes, that you think could be copyright claimed?
Um I don't know, maybe ones in movies and stuff, but like I didn't even think I was supposed to look those up actually. I was gonna look up see if there were any copyrighted ones.
Actually, you tell your story and I'll look them up.
Yeah, but back on the trash topic about like Team C's and all that. So whenever I was in college, I had a roommate um, named Irrelevant. But every time at night, he'd always play one of two games. It'd either be Rocket League, which is cool. Rocket League's a cool game, or Fortnite. And Fortnite's had its moments. I'm not gonna say it's a bad game, but there's been times where it's bad and there's been times it's good. And he literally every time he would be losing, he would be raging, being like, "You're so trash" and stuff. And I'm just like, bro, like chill. Like I guess that's why I don't play a lot of ranked games. I mean, I play a few ranked games, but I really don't. I don't play a lot of ranked games. You know. What about you, Arceaion? Do you play a lot of ranked games?
Um, Team Fortress 2 is about the only like really heavy rank game I play,
Oh,
and
speaking of ranked games, we
I
need to play
haven't played it in a
CS:GO.
while.
We need to play CS:GO.
We
That
do.
game is great. It'd make for a great video too. So we may, and it may also another thing about the channel. I'm stuttering a little bit, but it may be slow right now for winter and everything. But we're gonna try and whenever we have time, make a bunch of videos. Have a bunch of videos come out around the same time, like January, February, maybe a little bit longer than that. But we're gonna try and just upload. It may end up being twice a week if we get lucky enough to make videos. You know.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've seen this. I brought it up, but so I have right here Yo Mama jokes that have been or 10 trademark cases about Yo Mama.
Oh, really? So there's actually
Hmm.
trademarked Yo Mama jokes.
Well, 10 trademark cases. I don't know if it's
Oh,
gone
cases.
through yet.
I see. Do you want to list off any of them,
I'm
or are you
going through
reading?
them.
Yeah. Um.
Uh,
What?
there was this place called Joe Mama's. It
Joe
was a
Mamas.
pizzeria.
Yeah, I can see how that's like that. I know there's like a spice or something called Slap Ya Mama. Speaking of which, okay, so I was pretty young at the time. I this is leading into a story actually, and it worked out pretty well. I was really young at the time. I
Wait,
was about
what?
what?
Hold on. Pop over here and come look at this because it's either a show or something, and it just, mm,
Uh,
it's this, it's this one.
Moms bang teens. That's that's pretty weird. That's
Yeah.
okay. Off topic. Back to what I was talking about. Does not involve that.
Oh, this is so
When I was
uh.
okay, no, you just stop.
You want me to just cut this off?
Yeah, just stop searching things you don't need to search.
Look,
Your browser history is now tainted.
I know it's just 10 trademark cases about your mama.
Oh
So
my
it.
gosh.
Oh, I love this one. Mother's milk Baylock.
So anyways, if I can get to my story now, I think I was like 10 or 11 years old or something. I don't know. I was in middle school. Young kid, really dumb kid. I've always been a dumb kid. But I had no idea what every curse word out there meant or anything like that. So I was
Oh,
downstairs talking to my brother and playing with my brother and everything. and all of a sudden a word came up, and I had no idea what it meant. So I was talking to him for a while, and he's like, "But that's a bad word." And I'm like, "No, it's not. It's not a bad word." He's like, "Yeah, yeah, it is. Trust me." And I was like, "Oh, really? I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna go talk to mom and see if it is." So I went upstairs to my mom and was like, "Hey, mom, is this a bad word?" And she's like, "What? What word?" And so I whispered in her ear, and it was fuck. Got slapped straight across the face, really, really hard. I was young. I had no idea. I was crying. She was apologizing. Very dramatic experience, and so that is why I don't really curse very often, if you've ever
Yeah,
wondered.
his mother gave him PTSD.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of nice though, because
Yeah,
the
it
more you
is.
say, the more you curse whenever you're young and everything, the harder it is to stop. And that's kind of important whenever you want to have kids and everything, because you don't want
I
them,
know.
you may not want them like slurring those words around everywhere. So
Speaking of young kids, which if you're a young kid and you're listening to this podcast, get out of here.
yeah,
This
this
is not
isn't
a
this. If you couldn't tell by the whole like moms bang teens article that Arceaion accidentally pulled up, I guess this
uh
is not for children.
yeah, this isn't a for children's thing.
Yes, this
But
is for
anyway,
like 17 and older or 18 and older. I don't know what the age is technically of
I would
maturity.
say 16. I'd say
Yeah,
16.
16. Yeah.
So, but
Anyways,
anyways,
speaking of children, you apparently hate vegetables. Do we want to talk about that at all? You're a carnivore. When did you become a T Rex?
I've never been a T-Rex. I
But you've
don't think
always
I've
been a
ever been.
dinosaur, right? Because you're really old.
I'm old,
You're
but
the
I'm not
same.
that old.
Listen, you're the same age as me, but I'm a lot I'm like 6 months older than you.
Are you sure about that? Because my, are we talking about Arceon or who I really am?
We're talking about both.
No,
Well,
Arceon
I was talking
is
about your
like
actual birthday because it was like
ah.
yeah, it was
I
like a
was
week
talking.
ago.
Okay, I was talking Arceon here. Arceon's like really ancient,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
yeah, my birthday wasn't too long ago, and I'm just a few months or younger than Spentaur. So,
yeah. Did you ever
but
have what was your
no,
like school district grade
that's
groups
what I was
actually?
bringing up. What I was going to bring up was the school district groups, because you and me were talking about this not too long ago, and mine are very different from what yours were.
Yeah, it's like for
So
me, here I'll just tell you what mine were at first, and then you can tell me
yeah,
yours,
go
and I'll
ahead.
explain. But for me, it's like elementary school was like first through fifth grade, and then it skips. It goes sixth and seventh for middle school, and then it goes eighth and ninth for junior high, which I don't even know if all schools have a junior high, or all districts have a junior high, and then it went to like 10, 11, 12 was all in the high school.
Yeah, mine was way different because mine there was elementary school, which was pre-K, kindergarten, first, second, third, and fourth. Fifth and sixth, however, were intermediate schools. And I actually didn't do those. I dropped out and I came back. I came back 2 years later and took tests, which pretty much said, yeah, I'm smart enough to do that.
Yeah,
And I came back seventh and eighth, which is middle school, and the 9, 10, 11, and 12 are high school.
yeah, that's kind of weird.
So
Like,
it
I
is.
think they
It's
just
very
separated the
weird.
freshmen because I guess freshmen didn't get along with seniors and stuff in the high school at my place. But
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways,
Do you
whenever
have
I
any
was actually
addicting habits?
any
You got
what
any addicting habits?
Yu-Gi-Oh if you count that one. I used to be really bad at nail biting, and I can kind of understand why it's like addicting to some people because it's kind of a nervous tick. But for me, I was really bad at it. I was bad at it for like all the way up until I think senior year of high school. I finally stopped, and the reason I stopped was first off, it makes your nails so sharp, and it hurts to like touch them against anything. And second off, I also had I realized that there's a lot of things that get underneath your fingernails, and biting them is just getting that like in your mouth, and that's pretty gross.
Well, you spit after you bite your nails. You spit.
See, some people don't.
Mm.
I fall underneath that, or I fell underneath that category. But I stopped biting my nails. I just bite the skin on the sides now because it is still a nervous tick. But the skin on the sides, it's like I feel like it overgrows sometimes. So it's like ingrown toenail or fingernail or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were talking about high school, and my first ex actually. Whenever it was like our first, I don't know if you quote unquote call it a date, because like I went over to her house to hang out. She came over to mine to hang out, and then all of a sudden we're dating. But whenever I first went over to her house, she had a Wii U. Her dad had a Wii U, and she had Smash Bros. So I was like, "Oh, dude, pro Smash player right here." I don't actually play professionally, but I use Shulk, and so I chose Shulk as like against a level 9 CPU and everything. And I've been playing Smash 4 on my 3DS. I have never played on Wii U, and I was trying to basically impress her. I don't remember if I won against the CPU or not, but I got the girl, so I guess that worked. You know. Well, then I guess we broke up, so
You got
yeah,
the
it
girl,
didn't
but you
work.
didn't have her.
Yeah, it didn't
You got
work.
the girl, but it wasn't impressive enough.
Yeah. So yeah, I honestly thought we would have a lot more topics for this episode, but we've kind of been like breezing through them, you know.
Well, there's, I guess, one more thing we need to talk about, and it's time for Thoughts with Arceon.
Thoughts with Arceon. We haven't done one of these in a while, actually. Did we do one last
Well,
episode?
we did one last episode, but before
Did we?
that, it'd
Did
been
we
a
really?
while. Yeah, we did. But so do you want me to do all three of them that I have, or should I just do the first one and save the later
You could
two for another
save you
episode?
could say whichever ones you want if you want to save one for one episode. Also, we will have a guest in I think it should be the next episode. Next episode or the one after. We have a guest planned. He's not like super famous or anything, but we have a friend that we want to do the podcast with.
Yeah, so
So,
it'll be fun.
yeah.
But so thoughts with Arceon time. It's raining
Intro
men.
introducing Arceon, the thoughts with Arceon. I'm trying to do like intro thing, but I don't have one. So, boom, there you
I'll
go.
just I'll just go. It's raining men and Let the Bodies Hit the Floor are the same song, but from different perspectives.
Wait, hold on. So like, it's raining men. Wait, wait, hold on. So it's like, dude. So like raining men. There was men raining out of the sky. That's like terrifying. And then let the bodies hit the floor. It's like, oh hey, bodies are hitting the floor.
Mm-hmm.
That is different perspectives. I guess it just depends on how you're talking about it.
Yep.
Oh geez. Okay, what else you
And
got for me?
this one is going to make people want to just run around and touch everything in their homes because I guarantee you that there are places in your house you have never touched.
Well, I guess the only way that would work is if you actually built your house from scratch. But even then, like, I can't
There's
touch
just
the inside of my walls at my apartment. I can't touch the inside of my walls.
Have you ever touched your ceiling?
Um, see, this apartment I have not. I don't think I have. Oh no, maybe I have because I'm tall enough to where I stand up on the bed. I think I might be able to touch, but
But yeah, just
but
paranoia all over
you
the place.
messaged that while I was on my way to my parents' house. I'm just like, we've lived at this house for like 15 years, and I don't think I've touched every single like wall. So
And
that's kind
then
of crazy.
here is my last one, and it is going to probably ruin a lot of you all.
A
A
lot
lot of
of your appetites for bologna,
bologna is just a hot dog pancake.
which is true, but it's not as delicious as a pancake. And actually, this leads into another story. So I had a friend, and I'm still friends with the guy. But I had been over at his house, and we were downstairs playing games, just doing normal dude stuff. And I was like, dude, hey, do you have anything to eat? I'm kind of hungry. You got like snacks or something? He's like, oh yeah, I got you. I'll be right back. Goes upstairs, comes downstairs with a full slice of bologna, just bologna, nothing else, no bread, nothing, no sandwich, nothing, just bologna. I was like, bologna? Question mark? He's like, yeah, bologna. Just go ahead and eat it. He took a bite of his. I'm just like, I really don't care for bologna, but okay, I'll eat some. So I took a bite of the bologna. I'm like, honestly, this isn't very good. It's bologna. I don't really care for bologna. He's just like, oh, just suck it up and eat it. And so I like folded up the whole thing, ate it, and that had ruined my appetite for bologna for let's see, what year is it? 2021? I don't know. 15, no, actually, hold on. I was like 10. 12 years?
Oh.
12 years I have not had bologna since that day. And it's just because he made me eat bologna. And
Speaking
now,
of making people like eating things you just don't really like or whatever, have you ever eaten something and you automatically knew you didn't like it, but
oh
for
yeah.
some reason you just kind of kept like mindlessly eating it just because it was there? So you're just like kind of sitting there constantly eating something, and every time you take a bite you realize I don't like this, but it's sitting right in front of you, so you're just like, huh.
Well, I mean, there's tons of times that like I'll be at a friend's house and stuff, and there might be food in front of me, and this hasn't been you at all, but there'll be food in front of me, and it's just what they have, and I'll start eating it. I'm like, I really don't like this, but I'm at a friend's house, so I'm just gonna suck it up and eat it.
No,
Just
I'm not talking about at friends' houses. I'm just talking about on your own.
just food that I've sat and eat. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
you
stuff
just
I'll
sat.
buy.
Yeah, you buy it, or you've never had it before, or it's something you made. You sit down, eat
Oh,
it, and you just mindlessly are eating it, and every time you take a bite you're like, yeah, this isn't very good.
oh yeah,
But I'm gonna keep eating it though.
I had scrambled eggs one time. I had mixed ham, and then I also put cheese in there, and I thought it was a brilliant idea to put like green peppers and onions in there.
Oh no, dude, no.
And no, there was more. There was more. There was some fry seasoning, and I don't remember what the heck made me think, oh, fry seasoning. But I think I was just like, you know what? I'll ratatouille this shit. And I just started smelling all the seasonings in the cabinet, and I was like, oh, fry seasonings. That sounds really good. And I take one bite of it, and I'm like, I don't know if this is right. I don't know if this is good. It was fry seasoning on an omelet. Like, of course it's not going to be good.
No.
Like,
But you just kept eating it though, didn't you?
no, I was just, well, I was at my mom's house and I made it, and I was just like, hey, is it okay if I throw this away? I messed up. She's like, oh yeah, that's fine. So
Oh.
I made just a normal omelet after that. I don't even remember if I made an omelet or if I made a sandwich or something. But
So I don't remember what it was I made, but all I remember is when I made it, I was like, "Oh, this will be delicious." I take one bite of it, and I immediately regret my entire life. But I just sit there and just casually am munching on it without paying any attention. And I every time I take a bite, I'm like, "This is nasty."
yeah, there's been a few times like that. Anyways,
So
so we're getting close to time here because usually the podcast is about 40 minutes.
yeah,
Um,
I went back and I found one thing that we haven't talked about, and this was back on the episode 4 guidelines.
all right.
I'm just gonna bring it up right now. Actually, I might have brought it up before.
What
It
is
was
it?
my um a county law was named after an idiot kid.
Oh yeah, no, you talked about that entire episode, so we're
I
good.
did? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So,
Um, but anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Shuba Duck is here. He's saying goodbye. Arceion's here as well,
Bye.
saying goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
I am here as well, saying goodbye. So, everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. See what you guys want to see from us. We'll catch you later.
Bye.